time with you and Michael together, eating, like having a picnic or something.
But I already said, ideas don't count for anything. Everyone has great ideas. It's the perspiration that's turning it into reality. So who would you get rid of and why?
I don't blame him for anything at all, but it would have to be Ian.
Okay, step back.
Thank you.
So now we're going to have to ask you to leave the room, and as I'm sure you know, when you call back in, someone's going to be eliminated. So can you all please leave the room? As far as I see Nikki, she's pretty faultless.
I think that she would actually start to irritate you after a while. She is so full of energy, she's constantly doing things, she can't sit still.
But we can put Valium in her tea. What about Shelley? I think she's cracking under pressure.
Well, I think that her problem is that she's trying to come forwards a little bit more, but rather than seeing someone who's pleasant and being able to influence, persuade, she's just coming across as very aggressive.
She is coming forward, she is stating her case. She does want this job.
Ian, he thinks that he's learning, he believes that he's trying to assert himself, but even here in these eliminations, he doesn't defend himself. He looks like a puppy. We're leading him to the slaughter.
That's because he's got such a sweet nature. He doesn't want to be aggressive. And he wanted you to have that goodie bag and he paid for it himself.
All the sex aids?
Yeah.
I have to say, that is real determination. He wants this so badly. He wants to change his life, turn everything around.
But you don't get a job just because you bought me a bag full of dildos. Well, we're on to Damon, who's pulled himself through by his knicker elastic more often than I can bear to think about.
He has, but then that shows great determination, don't you think?
I'm sick of seeing him here in eliminations. You're talking about, Deadwood.
He just keeps irritating me, and every week he redeems himself somehow. Okay, I've heard enough. I think I know who it's going to be. So, should we just get him back in the room and get this over with? This is someone's CV, and that person's not going to be my PA, and they're going to have to leave the house immediately. Nikki, you're like an alligator. Once you get something between your teeth, you're not going to let it go. And I think that's kind of great, but sometimes you can be a bit of a bull in a china shop. Shelley, this week you've really come forward and started to assert yourself in a lot of good ways. You got stronger, you got bolder, but that thing in the shop, that was not so good. Ian, I think you really want this job. I really do. But I'm not sure that you can cope under the pressure. Damon, I keep picking on you, but I think that's because I really believe that you can do better. Shelley, you're not going to be my PA. Can you please leave the house? She ain't the only one. We're really getting down to the knuckle now. And in this competition, there's really no room left to carry Deadwood. Ian, you're not going to be my PA.
God, that's a little bit shocking. Really shocking.
I know what to do the job. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be. But you get knockbacks in life, and you just have to get on with it. Jesus, I've had a lot of knockbacks in my life,
Not many people get to experience this type of thing, especially working with such a great guy like Pete, of course.
Back to proper reality, I suppose.
I really believe you've all given 100%, and as this starts winding up, I need 110%. So please do well. And thanks for everything you've done. And congratulations. Can you please leave the room?
With Shelley and Ian eliminated, only 4 candidates remain, who will be Pete's PA. Next time on Pete's PA, the candidates learn to channel their aggression.
Stop! Stop!
You will get hurt.
Natalie has a personal crisis.
No, my lifestyle has made me obese, obviously.
There's trouble at the cafe.
I'm going to be rude again.
No, don't be rude
Fuck
to me
off.
again.
Think you're horrible.
That's enough.
What?
That's enough.
And one candidate faces the chop.
Every time I look up, you're back in this room.
Stay with us here on Living Tea, because after the